Yo, yo, yo! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos channel today on F125. So, open lobbies at Australia for the first race of the day. So, in mid-pack, kind of mid-pack in this one. About 13th in the middle. So, yeah, so let's see what we can do in race 1 at Australia at Albert Park. So, we're underway. Got an okay start, just trying to stay out of trouble. So, I go around the outside at turn 1. Come towards the exit of turn 1, I got tagged by someone on the exit of turn 1. So, not sure what happened there. So, not a kind of way I wanted, but... So, yeah, so... Not sure what happened there, but hoping let's see if we get a... I don't know. Let's see if these, I don't know, last 4 laps, it'll be a miracle or something, but see what happens from there. So, yeah, not a okay first turn, so... I was feeling okay after that instant, but not sure what happened there. And they got some people up the road, including a friend of mine just ahead of me. So just trying to get past him very nicely. So I go around in McLaren. Then he tapped me, hit me twice there, but luckily, I think I'm not sure what he might spun there, but he might spun, but not kind of my fault. He hit me on the side. So yeah, coming to sector 3 now. We managed to make a few places by the end of that one. So I was only last at one point, and now I'm up to 11th by the end of that one. So I only gained 9 places, or 7 maybe from that one, from the spin. Well, I mean, it wasn't a spin. It was kind of I got my right rear tangled by someone on the inside. So yeah, so it wasn't a spin. And then got another person who made a mistake there on turn 2. That puts me up to in the top 10. So kind of a good nap and a quarter so far from my side. So just trying to get into the DRS zone from the guys at the front. Just trying to get a good exit here, using a bit of DRS, but luckily I'm in the DRS, so decided to turn it off. Got a massive gap behind me, so decided getting DRS down the straight towards the end of the middle sector, and then through here. Apart from the warning, but these two managed to tangle each other, so that got me another 2 places. So now I can push on and guys at the front into P8, so not too bad at all. We've got some penalties up the road. So I'm kind of in a good place to gain more places down the road. So yeah, doing absolutely best I could. Got DRS from the guy in front. Got about 50% of battery left, so save a little bit down towards turn 1. And then down towards the first 2 corners. Using a little bit of DRS. With DRS, I go round the outside of this IP. And then put into none towards turn 3. And then just managed to get past these guys. Managed to get past this IP. And I managed to gain another few places while the other 2 or 3 gone off at turn 3. You see it on the screen there. So yeah, so we're into the top 5 already after 2 laps. We're already at halfway of this race right now. So yeah. So we went from last on that one all the way up to P5 in 2.5 laps. I mean, that's quite a good recovery from what I had on that. I got tangled from the right rear. So yeah, I don't have enough ERS, so I had to save up a little bit through turn. I think this is turn. I can't remember what corner it is now. Sector 3 we're in right now. Coming on around the last 3 corners. Well, coming towards the end of the lap now. Managed to go up to the next person in P4, so might have a chance here. And then using little baby DRS. I don't have DRS from the guy ahead, so he has DRS behind me. Decided to save a little bit down towards turn 1. Get a good exit at turn 1. Get a good drive. Using all the battery as a bit. And then save it into none. And then this guy decided to go for the move, but I managed to recover that. Saving a little bit through turn 4. And then I am saving a little bit through here as much as I can, because I'm all in the DRS zone. And then this guy decided to go next to my left side. Not sure why. Well, I was in the DRS zone anyway, and why he was trying to get past me. I'm not sure why he did that. He could have just stayed behind me and then he would have been fine, but I don't know why. It makes no sense. Anyway, managed to get DRS a guy ahead, so just about, from that weird instant at the end of Sector 1. Not sure what happened there. So yeah, so made some progress in the first 3 laps, so I was making progress. So yeah, so Nat 4 wasn't kind of making progress, but as I wanted. So yeah, so the leader's already gone at this point, so he's at turn 1 right now. So there is battle for like P2 and P3 and P4 at the moment, so I might have a chance, I don't know, maybe get another 2 places maybe, if there's somehow penalties up the road. So yeah, so I got DRS from this guy, so I used all the battery, and then I messed up from my EOS appointment. I meant to put it in none through turn 3, but I put it into hot lap by accident. So yeah, so decided to stay behind him for now. Just saving a little bit of EOS. Got DOS from this guy, and then managed to get closer to him. Started to go around the outside using all the battery, and then got DOS from this guy. So very nicely around the outside into P4. So like that. As come towards this bit, I made a mistake here, going off the Nano 9 where the track limits is around Australia instead of the white lines. So yeah, I made a mistake. That's the only mistake I did, including the incident I had in Nat 4. So I was a little bit annoyed when I got the penalty, but I was kind of okay with that. So as come towards the last few corners, you got one guy who has a 4-second penalty, and then I managed to cross the line in P3, including the 2-second penalty, so I would have been maybe P2 maybe, without no penalty, but I don't know, it could be that. So yeah, so, and then at the end I was P2, so I guess one person left or something, or one got disqualified. I'm not really sure what happened there. So yeah, so I'll take top 3 in the first one. So where, well, I got tangled on the first snap. So yeah, not a really good recovery from the top 3. So as we move on to Abu Dhabi now, for race 2. Got an okay start, starting in P6. As I come towards turn 1, I got hit from behind, and then I got into a half spin at the first corner once again. So let's see what I can do from 19th from the grid. From that half spin into like that. So yeah, not a great first turn for me, but let's see if I get another good recovery from the hit, or from that one at turn 1 or something, from the hit or tangled and all that. At least I didn't spin though. So yeah, Condor was at the end of the first straight. A little bit confusion there at the chicane, but my apologies in the salvo there, so my apologies for that. I wasn't sure where he was going to brake early or not, but I didn't mean to hit him in the back, so my apologies for that. He's a friend of mine. He goes into my lobbies a few times. So yeah, so I went past him nicely, so no issues there. And then McCradden almost hit me there, so I managed to get past him very nicely from that mistake. And then McCradden decided to go to the inside, not sure why, at the Helltail section. Managed to get another person there. He made a mistake there. So yeah, I managed to gain a couple places. So just trying to keep in my EOS as much as I can on the first lap, because there's no point using it if you're in the back of the train or something. It's best to use it when you're at the front or when you're fending and that. So yeah, through this cell was kind of in the way, and then that Aston Martin got past me, and then he pushed me off the road at one point, so I'm not sure what he was doing there. And then come towards the straight now, he tried to tangle me again, got DRS, decided to stay behind them, not being into none. And then come towards the chicane now, I decided to back out of that. And it was going 3 wide here at one point. And I managed to do a nice triple switchback right here. So that was a really good triple switchback. So I was quite pleased with that. So with the switchback, managed to get past that. And then down towards this left-hander in Sector 3, into P13. So not like it was in Australia, but I'm making slow progress. But it's still got another 3 laps remaining, so it's still got only about halfway at this stage. Kind of almost halfway in this race. So we've got another train up in front of me, so just trying to catch up to the next one. To the next train at the end of lap 2. Not using all the EOS battery, just saving it a little bit as much as I can. Well, because you need EOS just in case. I always say that so many times in these videos. I always keep my EOS as high as possible. Like above maybe 80% maybe, or 90 sometimes. Just to need EOS just in case. Then Commodore's turn 5 right now. Onto the straight with DRS. Not using a little bit of battery, just get the good exit. But I'm not using it that much. But I decided to put it into none. So I put it into none through the chicane. And then through the... not too bad through here. Another switchback from the Ferrari. So not the neatest like it was a lap ago. But I managed to get past him anyway. So yeah, so down towards Sector 3 once again. Managed to go up to this battle for like P8 I think. I think this is battle for like a P3 up the road, so when the first 2 are already gone at this point. So I decided to save a little bit through the Helltail section once again. So I think that's a good place to save it, if you're in the train and all that. Trying to get to the inside of this Alpine. Trying to go round the outside. And then he went in a bit too deep. So that got me another place at the end of that 3. So yeah, so close into the top 10 now. Just trying to just taking my time where I'm gonna make the moves and taking my time where to get past to get the overtake and all that. We're down towards turn 5 once again. Decided to stay behind and get a good exit. Using all the battery, and I think he's saving a little bit. He hasn't got DRS anyway, so decided to not use all the ERS. I didn't put it into none until I got to the chicane. And then managed to get past McLaren very nicely. One made a mistake. And then went a little bit wide here, but luckily no track limits, so I was fine with that. DRS once again. I was very lucky with that. Using all the battery just to clear from the guys behind. So that puts me into P9. So very nicely there. So yeah, so now we're coming towards only about a nap and a quarter to go in this race. Just taking my time a little bit, just being patient a little bit, and then saving a little bit of ERS through the Helltail section once again, saving a little bit of ERS at the last corner right now. Onto the final lap in P9. Still to pray for the 3rd place at the front. Got this train for P3, so anything could happen in the last lap. Like, we've got another spinner there, so gain another place, so making slowly progress. And then this guy made a mistake, and then he tapped me on the left side, maybe telling I wasn't there. Managed to get past him at the hairpin though, so I got past him eventually, so I managed to get the overtake I should have done. So now we're down towards the back straight, into P6, so I gained another place why someone made another mistake at turn 3 or something. And then it got tanked. This bit it was a little bit of messy, but luckily I managed to get through 3 overtakes in the braking zone after the chicane. So yeah, up to P3 very nicely, using all the battery because I don't have DRS from that guy's in front of me. So yeah, so into P3, not too bad. So very nicely. So the first 2 were literally gone at this point. So yeah, penalties up the road. So I need more than 9 seconds if I have a chance for P2, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, so around the last corner, that is P3 on the road, from the tangled, and got hit from that one, from 19th from one point, and I managed to get to P3 very nicely. So I'll take that. So I'll take P3 in this one. So good recovery from the first snap, or turn 1, where it's called. Yeah, really good recoveries from that. And also good overtakes as well. Good switchbacks, and also good recovery from that. So yeah, so that's for me today. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. They appreciate it as well. They're going to support all that. And I'll see you guys next video. See you guys next time on F125. Have a nice day, enjoy your weekend, and see you there.